In the world of summer flowering bulbs, if you will, and in the world of colorful foliage, Cannas probably stand out a bit because of the fact they offer the gardener the ability to produce a plant in short order that has dramatic foliage as well as some interesting flowers. Shown here in one of our trial gardens is a series of Canna called Tropicana. And in that particular series there's 3 different colors. This one happens to be called Tropicana Black, which is almost a really deep red black, which is extremely exquisite in a garden. There's also one called Tropicana Gold that has green leaves with striped yellow markings in it. And then the third one is called Tropicana, which is kind of a multicolored, almost a combination of these two, offering this multicolored foliage. If you want something that's dramatic in the garden, growing to anywhere from 4 to 6 feet tall, very quickly, good for full sun or even very large containers, or can also be used in a water garden, you might want to consider Cannas such as this or the others that are in the marketplace. They offer large, dramatic foliage, some very interesting flowers. You can see right here, Tropicana Gold is starting to produce these very nice yellow-orange colored blossoms. And they provide a good backdrop or screen for other annuals in the garden and will basically grow all summer. And what's nice about these things is that when you buy a small plant, by the end of the summer it gets to be quite large. These can be overwintered very easily. Let a light frost basically take the tops back to the ground, dig up the whole clump, the whole root mass, and do not clean it off. Basically store it in some shallow container, like perhaps a plastic milk carton container or a bread container or something similar to that, and put it in a place where it's cool and dark, about 50 degrees or so in a dark location, and let it stay there all winter long. Next spring, somewhere around April or so, these can be brought up, cut apart, cleaned, potted into individual pots, and started to grow and then put out after frost. You'll have yourself a dramatic display. If you're looking for something quick, simple, quite dramatic, think about using Cannas. And the other thing to think about also is that many growers and purveyors of Canna are now offering virus-free Cannas, something to consider. Cannas have been riddled with a lot of viruses as of late because of the way they've been produced, which affects the color of the foliage and really produce a plant that's kind of inferior. So if you're shopping for Canna, you might want to look for terms that say these have been virus indexed or virus free. This assures you of a good healthy plant which is going to give you good color season long. Another Canna that's just plain fun, and if you can find it, I would highly suggest that maybe you put it in your garden. This one right here is called Canna musifolia, and basically it's a banana leaved Canna. And what that means is that this Canna right here, which has leaves that are very similar to banana plant, can get up to 10 to 12 feet tall in the season very easily. The thing about it, it doesn't flower, but who cares? Something that big, that large, that leafy just commands attention. And I just put it in the garden for a good backdrop or screen, some drama, some interest in the garden, and it's just kind of a fun plant to grow. So again, Canna musifolia would be one that you might want to add to your Canna collection if you can find it. And again, it's handled much the same way as your other flowering Cannas. During the season, they enjoy moisture, so keep them well watered. They do enjoy their fertility, so make sure they're put in a bed that's been fertilized, and maybe midway in the season you might want to apply a supplemental amount of fertilizer to keep these things vigorously growing because they are producing leaves, which are their high point, along with some flowers. These over here, all leafy plants. Something you might want to consider for that extra drama in the garden. The other thing about Canna, for those of you that are in areas that are prone to Japanese beetles look at Cannas as the filet mignon of the plant world. You can see right here what they do to Cannas once they find them. They riddle the leaves, they basically skeletonize it, feeding on the upper and lower surfaces, causing the plant to dry out. It's kind of an appearance thing. They don't kill the plant, but it's an appearance thing. And if you wish to control it, there are a number of products in the market that you can safely use to control these beetles. You can hand pick them, however you choose to do it, depending upon the size infestation. If you can put up a little bit of this, I'd grow Cannas, enjoy them, have fun.